Hello lads, welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm doing, today I just thought I'd do kind of a chilled out video. So I'm basically just going to go through each one of the piercings that I have and yeah, just show you why I got them and show you. I have my nose done about a year, I'd say. It was really not painful. The nose was very spontaneous. I was literally walking past the piercing place and I just decided to go up and just got it done there and then. It wasn't, I just kind of saw, I don't know, I saw it on a couple of people and I thought I liked the way it looked. So I just went in, got it done, and that was the end of it. But yeah, the nose I didn't find too painful or anything because it's not really sore, but my eyes were, I looked like an absolute child, like a baby. My eyes were just streaming, like, absolutely streaming, like. The only thing that a lot of people get, I don't really know what the story is with it, a lot of people get like a little bump, like on the inside or else the outside of it, and everyone's always afraid to get it because of this bump. They wouldn't pierce it with a ring actually, for some reason. They would only actually pierce it with a stud. I did get that little bump, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a lump of skin. You probably shouldn't do this, but I just picked it off. It's like a lump of skin. It never came back. That was the end of it pretty much. So yeah, I want to show you one I used to have. Don't know how well I'll be able to see this. So you can kind of see some pink scarring up here. Sorry about my crusty ear. I used to have that pierced. I had that in for, I'd say, a good so that one was really sore. It was because I got it done by a gun by one of my friends, so it was my own fault for just being stupid, and it didn't heal at all. I had it in for about 8 or 9 months and it just was not getting any better, and I couldn't like sleep on it. And I remember one night I just said this and I just took it out and then never put it back in. I left it out for about a day or two and it was the hole was practically gone, and I just get impatient with things, so I just took it out. Yeah, the next most obvious ones are obviously my 2 ear lobes. So there's a story behind these earlobes. This one has actually been pierced twice. The first time I got it done, it was done really low, again done by one of my friends, and I was very young, so I had to take that out and I got it redone properly. And then this one was done a couple of weeks after I got this one done. But again, like lobe piercings, obviously they're not sore or nothing like that. I actually stretched this lobe as well before. A couple of years ago, this was stretched to 10 millimeters. Can't really show you it now because it's probably not that clean, so I don't really take out my earrings that often. But it just got really, it was hard. It was a lot of maintenance in it. It was hard to keep it clean, and when I was stretching it, I didn't have all the tapers, and so it hasn't fully healed, so there's still kind of a hole there now. It's probably, I don't know, it's bigger than an earring. I'd say it's probably still a 3 or 4 millimeter hole there. Yeah, just if you're going stretching your ears, don't do what I did. I literally had like 4 or 5 tapers, or not tapers, I don't know what they're called. You know, the long, I'll put a picture of it in here. The long yokes for stretching your ear. I literally had a couple of them. I was just skipping them. I was lubing them up in Vaseline and then shoving them in basically, which was not ideal, and probably that's why it probably hasn't fully healed up again afterwards. Yeah. Is my industrial. Now, I don't know. It's actually healing quite well. I do need to go back in because I need to put in a shorter bar, because as you can see, the bar is moving up and down there because there's a lot of room in it. They just used that one to pierce it. When I was getting that one done, I don't know, I just thought it was a lot less. Basically the way I was looking at it was like, I was like, oh, it's just an ear piercing, like it'll be fine. So I sat down anyway and she did one part, and then I was like, that kind of hurt, like, you know, because it's going through double cartilage. That's the only reason I'm wearing my hat up this high, is because I wanted to show you those and I can put it on properly. Yeah, so like, so she pierced one bit and then she's like, breathe in again, and then she pulled the bar through, and it was pretty sore at this point, because, you know, obviously it had been pierced and then it had been pulled through as well, and I was like, oh my god, like I was actually, a part of me was like, oh, hopefully this is done. She's putting on the ball, and she's like, right, and now the other side, and I was like, oh no way, like, so here I was sitting there, and I have my hands on, you can't see, but I have armrest here, so my hands on the thing, and she was counting down again, and I literally creased, like, I actually creased when it went through, because usually you don't really, like, you're kind of like, you feel the pain, but this actually, because I knew what was coming, like, I knew, because it was going through cartilage again, I knew what was coming again, and I actually was like, well, no, okay, it wasn't that bad, but like, I did actually go kind of like a little jump, but like that, I don't know, I kind of like it though. When I remember seeing this piercing on people years ago, and I just didn't like it at all. I don't know why, I just wasn't into it at all. So I bet you were wondering what the main purpose is of this t-shirt. What I'm going to show you. Stay right there. So here we have a nip slip. So this is El Niplo. Actually, a very sore on the day I got it done. So that was El Niplo. Basically, that piercing, the day I got it done, it was so sore, like, it was just throbbing. I remember being in the car. There's actually a piercing vlog, I'll see can I find it. It's on my old vlog channel, I'll put it in the card, but I remember going into the car and it was just throbbing non-stop, but it healed so quickly, I swear. Like, I literally went to clean it for about a week and it was like fully healed. It's unbelievable. It was really sore though. Getting it done on a pain scale, it was definitely near the 10. I can't say for certain, because like all these piercings, they're all spaced out over different times and completely depends on your circumstances. Like, I got this one done a week after I gotten another one done, so obviously I don't know. I've one here which hasn't rejected yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but we'll do our best here anyway. So I don't know how well you can see this right now, but I'll look back on the footage, and if I need to put in a picture of it, I can just. Hello lads, welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm doing, it's not bad. It's not really an annoyance at all. The only thing you have to be careful is if with the towel, like, you know, when you're like, that was so weird. You just be careful with the towel, and sometimes getting dressed and stuff as well, it can like snag on it. Other than that, was okay. I don't really know, like, that piercing was fine. She just clamped it, shoved it through, you know. I haven't really had many bad experiences with piercings, like, it's kind of it. I've only got one left to show you, really. This one is the last one I've got to show you. It's going to be really hard to show you. You can kind of see it, I'll have to just stand up. That one's a bit awkward to show people. That one, it's supposedly a web piercing, but as you can see from that, I don't have a whole lot of web there to pierce. So it's kind of just the bottom of my tongue. But when I first got it done, it was like, I don't know if you can hear that. It was like that all the time, like hitting off my teeth. Now it's not as bad because you kind of learn how to speak with your tongue. I don't know, you learn how to speak differently with the piercing in. But I remember getting it done, the piercer was just, she literally said to me, she was just like, I'm not putting a bar in it at all. And I was like why? Like, she's like, I was just kind of wondering why she wouldn't put it in. She was just like, this is going to be so hard. Like, she was like, you have to work with me and all this. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll give it a go. So I had to have my tongue like pressed up really hard. Like, if you try to hold your tongue up like that, like pushed against the back of your teeth, like with that kind of pushing out. Like, it's, you can feel the strain straight away on your tongue muscles. So I did. Yeah, so I tried that, and we got it pierced, and then, you know, they break off the needle thing, and then they're going putting the thing through or whatever, I don't know. So yeah, she pierced that, and then as she was trying to put the ball in and hook it on and all this, I was holding up, my tongue was like kind of shaking, and she was like, keep your tongue up, and she was kind of a dick about it as well, I'll be honest. But I had it pushed up, and then it slipped, because obviously she has both hands in your mouth, like trying to get at it, and it slipped, and she was like, yeah, it's gone. So I had to do it again, and obviously because it's your tongue, it's a flesh muscle. She had to pierce it again, so I basically got 2 piercings. It got pierced twice, but there was blood. I remember spitting out blood after the first one just to kind of clean out my mouth. Like, that piercing is just easy to maintain and stuff. You just have Listerine, clean with Listerine, clean it with, you know, salt and water and stuff. It's just all like kind of gargling and stuff, so it's not bad. But yeah, that was fine. They're just kind of all the ones I have at the moment. I haven't got any plans to get any more, to be honest. I'm kind of done right now at the moment. Like, I kind of like the, you know, that dermal piercing thing there, but I don't think I don't know what I get it done. I don't know where you get it done, and I don't think I'd bother. But I'm very much done with like piercings and stuff for the time being. I like the septum piercing. I do like that, but I wouldn't like to have it with my nose, so I don't think it would work out too well. I don't think it would suit me. I don't really have any advice around to give about certain piercings. If anyone has any, you know, stuff you want to ask, then yeah, I'll answer. But in general, you just kind of go do it. Like, the whole thing, every piercing hurts, you know. The whole thing of getting it done, that's kind of part of the aspect of it. It's not all looking good. Like, you have some people enjoy the pain and stuff. But yeah, every piercing hurts, you know. Some of them are just hurt more than others. But then again, it all depends on how you're feeling on the day. As long as you make sure you've eaten and have sugar and all that kind of stuff. But even though I don't abide by that most of the time, it's my diet is atrocious. So like, but yeah, just make sure you're good to go. How many do I have in now? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 6. I feel like you should need to have 10 to be making a piercing video. Yeah, look, that's been my piercings and what I have done and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, this video is just it's kind of weird. Like, it's my Uncle Tom. He's a good man. Watches over me when I make my videos. Completely irrelevant. But anyway, look, if you've liked this video, give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and if you want, drop a comment.